Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And this is going to be a pretty interesting one because it's kind of piggybacking off of something that we talked about before. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So recently we did a video reacting to the comments that Jeff Teague had to make about Klutch Sports. Now, if you guys remember, a few months ago, Jeff Teague went out there and really stepped in it, where he said that LeBron was on PEDs, and then a few hours later he said, oh, he's not, and then the next day he said, oh, I was just joking, and then people were like, he got that phone call, and then people have always said, so you got that phone call, but then recently, I think just 3 days ago, Jeff Teague revealed that, in fact, he did get the phone call from LeBron's camp or group or whatever it was, I don't know who they are, basically stating that, you know, watch what you say and all of this and all of that. So it is true. So what happened? I saw a video of Marcellus Wiley reacting to that story, right? Now, initially, what I thought was Marcellus Wiley was going to start twerking for LeBron James because Marcellus Wiley is a LeBron James fan. Like, he is one. And that's where him and I part ways totally. But anyway, so I clicked onto the video to kind of see what Marcellus was going to say. And to my amazement, literally, Marcellus Wiley, as he's explaining what is he's kind of giving his reaction to, he then even says that Klutch Sports has called him. And I'm like, what? They got to you too? They called you too? For those of y'all who didn't hear what Marcellus Wiley had to say, take a listen to his comments here, and then we'll come back and react to what he had to say. Take a listen to Marcellus Wiley here.
Jeff Teague ain't lying. Now, it goes both ways, so I'm going to have to provide context, elaborate on this, and give you guys perspective. If you say things that are too glowing about LeBron James, what does everyone say? Oh, you work for Klutch, right? So that's what you hear. Or if you go too critical on LeBron James and they say that, hey, you need some context, you need some perspective, you're going to get that phone call from LeBron James's camp. I've been there before multiple times, but it's not a LeBron James story. He's just the biggest name that does this. Oh, a lot of guys do this because what comes with the access, what comes with that Rolodex, with all those clients is the power, not just the money. The power. So let's talk about it. Well, LeBron James's camp. It happened to me several times. And the situations are never bad. They're never trying to tell you what to say. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're scared you're going to out them out. Like, oh, I just got a call from Rich Paul, and guess what happened? And Rich Paul tried to tell me this. No. What happens is he going to say this. Whoever it may be in their camp, whoever it may be that gives you that phone call, going to be like this. Hey, I heard what you said. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me tell you the other perspective. Let me tell you what you didn't hear because you weren't on that phone call. You weren't with that transaction. You weren't a part of that situation. Let me give you all that. And then that colors in your opinion more. So therefore, you may have a new opinion, more likely, more layered, right? More nuanced, et cetera. Instead of saying, I hate that or he did this, you'd be like, oh, but y'all don't know why this happened. That's been all of my phone calls with LeBron James's camp. Now, it doesn't always go that way. So here's another person that's a part of that game. David Mulugeta is a part of that game. Why? Because he's killing the game. Why? Because he got 1,001 clients and they all top dogs. So we just saw with Michael Parsons, how you think he just get on First Take, right? He just called up 1-800 First Take guest. It was like, yo, Stephen A., can I get on? No. All this is happening all the time behind the scenes, relationships, conversations, etc. So when Jerry Jones had Michael Parsons looking a certain way and it was looking a little too negative, let's just clear this up. Or more importantly, they feeding you the information so you can get on the air and talk about it. And then when all of it is done, when the conversation needs to be had is when the deal has been made. So then all of a sudden David Mulugeta shows up because the deal is already made, because I've already been feeding you a little bit of the information to slant your opinion or at least to color it in. So therefore you did what I need you to do. There's so many agents call me all the time. Hey man, Wiley, let me just hip you to this. Because they know that you know what you know, but you don't know it all. You're not in there. All of this. So when people go around saying gossip this, gossip that, everybody has some guesswork because everybody ain't everywhere. Like, you think that these agents are always there on set, always there listening to podcasts, always there? What Jeff Teague say? No. So then they get the clip and they're like, oh, let me help him out. He went off of his knowledge, which is amazing, which is plugged in, but it's not 100%.
Fantastic. So you heard what he had to say. Apparently, Klutch Sports even reached out to Marcellus Wiley. Now, Marcellus says something that I'm going to disagree with vehemently. He said that you're going out there, you're giving your opinion on a piece of news. Now, these guys may call you up and say, hey, look, you have all the information you have. Let me give you the other side of the story. And that may be true. But the question is intent. What's their intent for doing that? Their intent for doing that is to make sure you skew things positively for them. That's why they're doing it. Because these guys will never call you and say, hey, man, you're right. Keep it up. You're doing a good job. No, they're only going to call you when they feel like, oh, no. This thing, you need more information so you can now feel this way about it. If not now, going into the future. That's the point. And Marcellus ain't the first one that said this. Stephen A. Smith has said he's received calls. Kendrick Perkins has said he's received calls. And I'm just like, can't people have their opinion? I mean, we're not talking about like the X-Files here, man. Like, we're talking about most of this information is public knowledge. There's no like secret information like hidden, especially if you're reacting to things that are occurring on a night-to-night basis, like maybe the way somebody played in a game. Like if somebody had a poor shooting performance or something like that, and you're just reacting to what you saw, what everybody else saw, and then you don't give a here's my take on it. My take on it is simply, and this is what I feel is at the heart of it. I feel like these guys get to people that are known, influential people and try to get them on their side and get them always saying positive things about them. And then if they don't, then all of us, like, for example, look at the Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James situation. And all of this and all of the people saying Stephen A. Smith did this, Stephen A. Smith did that. We forget that it was LeBron that confronted Stephen A. Smith. It wasn't Stephen A. Smith that ran down on LeBron James. It was LeBron James that ran down on him, right? He ran down on him to embarrass him, which he did. But people are now saying, oh, Stephen A. Smith needs to let it go. What are you talking about, let it go? The guy embarrassed me. You want me to let it go? So even in that case, they want him to back down. So they're willing to just basically overlook everything LeBron did in that moment. And just like, even when he went on Pat Mac, it's no big deal. Come on, Stephen A. Smith, get over it, man. It's just, come on, it's no big deal. But then if they feel like he's being slighted, oh, they're going to be up in arms. Let me call this guy and let him know come on, man. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't. You just can't. So I understand what Marcellus is saying, that I'm sure they will call him, hey, man, this and this and this. But there are too many of these guys littered all throughout media anyway. The conflict, the conflict of interest is just too much, man. It's too much. How many guys do we know? Even just the other day, we're finding out that Shams. And Shams was totally baseless in the points that he was making, and he was exposed by the entire internet. If you don't call these people out, they'll get away with it. They will just get away with everything that they intend to do, and you just can't let them walk away scot-free. Let people have their opinions. Now, if people are defaming you or making up lies about you, then sure. Hey, look, this and this. And look, my thing is this, man. Since you're in the business of contacting people and setting people straight, contact Chael Sonnen. Because what Chael Sonnen is worse than what anybody else has said. Go contact him. Since y'all in the business of correcting information, go contact him. Ain't nobody wants to touch that part. Go contact him. Because he said it on multiple occasions, on multiple platforms. He said it on his platform. He said it on Andrew Schultz's platform. He said it on Patrick Bet-David's platform. That LeBron is using P. He said it. So why is he still saying it? And if he was contacted and said, you're lying, why is he still saying it? Can't you sue him? I mean, LeBron sued a company making AI videos. So why don't you sue him? Sue him. Come on, man. Like, nah. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.